Welcome to another episode of Filler Like Eden.
Hello.
This is the My Hero Academia reaction
What's happening?
/ discussion. So we've already seen it. You'll see our reactions to the episode.
Yeah.
But we didn't like this.
Nope.
Nah, this was bad.
Yeah.
This was not good.
My Villain.
Spoiler to the reaction.
Yeah, welcome to My Villain Academia.
My Villain Academia.
Bitch.
This is the first episode of My Hero Academia, My Villain Academia. It was episode 20 of season 5. I think there's only 4 episodes left. And
yeah, not many.
My Villain Academia is 23 chapters. And
That's 8 chapters a episode?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they reciprocal burst through this episode. they
feels,
sped through this thing.
This feels like it's in fast forward.
Yes. So the episode starts with a kind of a spoiler. So it starts off, that Shigaraki and the villains are just kind of mulling about, and then they get attacked by Gigantomachia. The pants that everyone was mad about. The leather. Ujiko sucks the villains into his lab, and then you see a bunch of Nomu, and they're basically like, I am One for All's doctor, which which is very funny that One for All has a doctor, kind of like the way Trump has a doctor.
He just signs off on.
Just signs off and it's just like,
so you're a great health buddy. He's like,
health.
I don't have a face. He's like, you're looking great. He's like everything's good.
What's wild is my room also looks like that. Gamer chair surrounded by bioengineered.
My electric bill is crazy.
My electric bill is so wild.
Yeah.
That's why my lights are off. So you see the doctor's lab, and he's like, I will give you everything, but you got to prove yourself first. You got to defeat Gigantomachia. And if you read the manga, they've skipped so much.
So they skip a bunch.
Yeah.
They skip over how the villains got to this point. Because in the episode, it's just Kurogiri's like, I'm going to go do something.
Yeah.
And then it just flashes to them seeing Gigantomachia. But there's a whole thing going on beforehand that shows like the League of Villains is like in bad shape.
They're in real bad shape.
They're like they have no money. They've kind of squandered.
Which very relatable to a lot of people right now. You know what I mean? Like, keep that in. People are like down bad in a lot of the world, and it's like, this arc was done so that you can relate to the villains,
right?
And Horikoshi knocked that out of the park. Sorry for interrupting.
No, good. And I think a lot of this is told through Spinner's, through his internal monologue, which is not in this episode, but it's because they're like kind of raiding like villain groups, trying to like steal their money and their hideout and stuff. Yeah. And then as they're kind of like in the middle of like, this life sucks. Yeah. Then Gigantomachia shows up being like, I fucking found you guys. I'm about to kill you. But they take down like a racist villain organization. They hate people that are like Spinner. We're like,
which
I
is
look like
very
a lizard.
Smart. That's a very good way for me as a person. Like, these people suck. Like, if I hate the villains and I see them take down somebody who's more villainous, I'm like, oh, they're 3-dimensional. They're not just evil for evil's sake. They have rules. They have like some. I don't know who said this, but it's like a good character is good because you see what they do, but also you see what they won't do.
Yeah.
And they're like, we might want to destroy society, but we're not racist.
Right. Yeah.
We don't hate people based off their appearance.
It's like, dude, we got a lizard in our crew.
Yeah.
It's like, he's great.
They're all inclusive. Not even that. They had a lizard. They had someone who was trans.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the League of Villains was really inclusive.
Yeah.
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 Like League of Villains has non-gender conforming bathrooms. League of Villains is super LGBTQ positive.
Yeah.
Like Shigaraki's just like, I will disintegrate you, but not because of your gender or your skin, because I don't like you.
I just don't like you. I hate
and
you.
that is a society where I'm like, yo, you know what?
They're building something.
They're building something.
They're
They're destroying a lot, but they're building something.
December. 2 months later. 2
months. Damn. Oh.
48時間と44分の間、あいつは一切休むことなく攻撃を続け、約3時間の睡眠をとり、そして再び攻撃を始める。
We catch up with them right when, you know, he's on a little bit of a break. And so he sleeps for 3 hours, and then so there's a little bit of a break. Everyone's kind of like upset that they're doing this, except for Shigaraki. Shigaraki's like into it.
Yeah.
And if you had kind of shown how they got here, you would understand like what this is doing to Shigaraki. This is making him like a stronger character because he's going through like real adversity to prove that, hey, I'm next.
Yeah.
Like the way that All Might pointed at Deku was like, you're next. He was also kind of like signaling to Shigaraki, like, you're next too.
You're next, yeah.
You're up next too. And at that moment, they get a phone call.
俺が何回かけても繋がらなかったのに損害保険あるか聞いとけてめえなんでミスターコンプレスの電話出ねえ最低だなてめえああそれは私たちのせいだ彼は悪くない我々の目的は異能の解放人が人らしく能力を 100% 発揮できる世の中既存の枠を壊し再建することだそれって別に俺たちと対立しなくねえか
Yeah. They get a phone call from at this point a character you
don't know who this
you
nigga
don't
is.
know who it is. It's Redestro. The CEO of
Not to be confused with ReZero.
Yeah. The CEO of Detonaret Technologies or whatever. They make all these like support items or something, which you heard about like 10 episodes ago.
Yeah, he's like, I would say like my hero's version of like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, hey, you guys want, you know, like how Tesla is like making all these, like Tesla's like now making robots, like like they do that in this world.
Yeah, and he's the head of the Meta Liberation Army, and he just kind of hops on the phone.
Yeah,
he's like, "Hey, we got your guys' best friend, arms dealer, or like or general crime broker, Giron, hostage," and we're like cutting off his fingers and all this stuff, and we're like, and you know, you're watching this, being like. Huh?
Yeah.
But I mean,
we have a context because we read the manga, but
you would have had the context if this was maybe done in the same order because you already had your introduction to the Meta Liberation Army. You already knew who Redestro was. You already knew what he was about.
Yeah. And in the manga, his intro is really dope. And you're like, and at first, the way they introduce him, you think, oh, this guy's gonna fight Deku.
Yeah.
And then the way my villain works, you're like, oh, he's gonna fight Shigaraki.
君たちは名を上げすぎた。我々の手で潰し、解放軍再臨ののろしとする。1時間以内に愛知は低下市へ来るといい。来ればギランは解放しよう。そして選ぶといい。私たちと戦ってついえるか、ヒーローに捕まりついえるか。信楽戸村。
And you lost so much world building, and I think now. I don't know. I can't speak on it because I read the manga, so I kind of have my footing.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you're an anime only, do you kind of feel lost now?
I don't know. Because you're probably recognizing some of these people from like the shadows of. I mean, they're literally passing the book around and everything, and in like the previous episodes, you go like, "Oh, the Meta Liberation Army, the League of Villains are working with them."
That's true. That's
also,
true.
It's like you already know that the League of Villains in the Meta Liberation Army. I mean, unless you forgot, which
maybe we should shut up.
Which good for you. but like we've already seen that they're working together now.
At the end of this, my villain arc, I think you're going to see a lot of people who will be like, "Hey, watch season 5 this way."
This is like there's a certain cut.
There's a certain cut people will put together. I'm sure they'll call it like the Horikoshi cut or something like that, where people are gonna make their own cut.
It's like a Topher Grace. Did like the Star Wars thing. Where he's like, this is how you watch it. Or whatever. And you're like, oh, and it's like the proper way. To do it.
And I think you're gonna see a lot of that.
It just felt like such a slam dunk to do it the way it was intended. But you wanted to promote a movie that people would have seen anyway. So I don't know. People would have seen the movie anyway. Disappointing, I would say.
For the first episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that Tyra Banks meme. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
The Bones animators are doing the R. Kelly meme. They're like, I'm fighting for my life out here, man.
They're killing it.
I didn't make this decision.
And like just like Gayle King is all the like My Hero fans just looking at like try not to make eye contact. In the meantime, tell us what you think of this episode. If you're anime only, tell us what you think. Like comment down below if it's like you love it. If you love it, we'll shut the fuck up. And, you know, we're I think the anime is for I think more for anime onlies. Manga readers, you know, I know we're annoying. I apologize.
We're annoying, and look, we are probably because we already have. We've enjoyed the story, and like we can still enjoy it because we know how it's supposed to look.
Anyone who reads sucks. We know this. If you read, you're annoying. I get that. But at the end of the day, you know, you want it to like. Because like when you read it, you're like, oh man, when they make this is going to be insane.
We're doing this for you. Anime onlys. We're complaining on your behalf because we know you're not getting what you could be getting.
We're like, you know, you think this is good. Like, we know what's good for you.
Oh, you think that tastes good? Let's put a little bit more on that. It's well, honestly, if you are anime only, I would be super curious.
I'd love to hear what you have to say.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
In the meantime, please like, subscribe, comment down below. If you're a manga and anime watcher, let us know what you think. And also if you like this format, let us know too. We're tinkering with shit.
We're trying to switch it up and maybe try to do something a little different.
Yeah, maybe next week I'll sit there and he'll sit here.
Oh, I love this seat though. You don't want to sit here. I sit here all the time, and it's just definitely created a crater.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I shit.
I've shit.
I've shit.
I've shit. But thank you so much for watching.
My name's Opie.
I'm Damien.
This has been Phil Non-Canon. Bye.
Bye.